Good. Oh no. It started straight away. Good evening all. Hope we're all doing well. I tried so hard not to cough there. Hope we're all doing well. I am still... This is not going to go well. I'm still very, very ill. Really, really genuinely struggling to breathe. And I'm not exaggerating. Been to the doctors. Pretty severe chest infection. Whew. We think COVID induced, potentially. And every now and again I've literally got to try and take a deep breath like that. It's the only way that I can not cough. But it doesn't work all the time. Oh man, right, so I'm going to put a note on the top of the chat for this one that I will probably be doing little to no talking in this stream, or try and not do anyway. Literally every time that I go to talk I feel like I'm going to lose my breath. It's really not that nice, I'll be honest with you. Right, so yeah, not ideal, but we're going to give it a go for this one here. Nations Cup. This Group 4 car is not actually as nice as I thought that it would be to drive. It's not a great race car, to be honest. I'm not a fan of it. It really does struggle around Fuji, that's for sure. The understeer is pretty horrific when you're trying to get your foot down out of the corner, so you really got to try and square the car up as much as you can, then get your foot down. So it's about braking possibly that little bit earlier, getting turned as early as possible, and absolutely flooring it pretty much. Yeah, the ACC stream yesterday unfortunately couldn't go ahead. I was even worse than what I am now. I actually had literally borrowed or pinched. My mum's got seriously bad asthma, and I actually ended up pinching her inhaler, which is through in the other room, so I might go get that in a bit. So yeah, I'm trying my best not to cough, and where I can I will try and mute the microphone, because I'm well aware that it is probably sounding pretty horrific. Whew. So yeah, I'm not too sure how the stream's going to go. We're going to try and do both entries. I really want to do both entries. The first one, as is normally the case with the stream, will probably be a load of rubbish, and then the second one, or the third one, or the last one of the stream normally ends up being a little bit better. So that's what we're going to try. Then, story of the day. I then went to the doctor's. I got given a prescription, and I didn't realise that it had the wrong name on it. And I should have realised when she said, as I was walking out the door, she went, "Thanks very much, James. See you later." And I just thought, I'm not going to open the door back up and pop my head in and say, "Oh, my name's David, by the way, not James." And so I was like, yeah, no bother. I just shut the door, didn't think anything of it. And then realised when we got to the... yeah, I can see this being a short stream. Yeah. Then when we got to the pharmacy, and she was like, she shouted out the name, and I was like, oh, I think that's mine. And then when she asked for the address, she was like, yeah, it's the wrong address. I was like, oh, well, that's strange. And then it turned out she'd basically put the wrong name on it, so the wrong patient. Oh, great doctor you've got there, exactly. So I was being referred for literally everything. I've had to go on to a long COVID, a long COVID specialist clinic team thing, because I genuinely do think I've still got symptoms of like the chest struggles from COVID 3 years ago, but to do that I've had to be referred to a whole load of stuff. But it turns out obviously that this other guy has been referred for like all the 4 different tests that I need to go get. So I'm needing like ECGs, X-rays, blood tests, everything. Yeah, trainee maybe. I don't even think so, you know. Yeah, funny. So that was a bit of a nightmare. Oh man. So yeah, we're going to try and see how we fare up on this this first one. Straight in with qualifying. It's all done on the hard tyres this. So how many laps was this again? 17 laps. Now there is one mandatory pit stop, and the tyre wear is at ×4. So I do think there's a chance that we need to change tyres in the pits. But some people might be going for a no stop or going for a no change of tyres, but they have to stop. We will wait and we will see. So let me just quickly put this note in here. Actually, we'll do it after. Right, no fuel depletion in this one in qualifying. So we just run straight on. Just try and look after the tyres a little bit. Tyre wear is still at ×4 for the tyres. See there, the tire spins just. But the problem being is you can't. It's not quicker to short shift in this thing. Some corners you might not lose any time as such, but most of the corners it's definitely quicker to be in that lower gear and just have to try and really be gentle on the throttle. Like this one here, third gear out here is just not really worth it because it takes longer to get up to that 70 mile an hour before you have to change to third. But if you put your foot down too much, wheel spin. Oh, someone's going for the overtake. Benfica going for the overtake. Right, let's go. Yeah, it just doesn't turn. It's not so bad if you're off the brakes and it kind of manages, but as soon as you're trying to power out of a corner, it's just not having it. I'm laughing at Bama, laughing at James saying pants. I don't know where that actually comes from as a saying, but it is a pretty popular one over here. Understeer. Mullet was leaving it in third. What, out of this first corner? Oh, out of this next one here. Yeah, just going to lose the tyres in second gear. I mean, definitely for the race, I would be in... Definitely for the race, I would be in third gear there, but for qualifying, probably second. I mean, I genuinely don't know. Right, that one's a bit better. We're starting up P4 there now. Yeah, I've actually got a pack of soothers there. Not Halls though. Halls tastes a bit minging. The only reason my throat's sore is because I've been coughing so much. Fisherman's friend. Ugh. Minging. Right, I do think that possibly a fresh set of tyres halfway through the race could come in quite handy. We will set the brake balance all the way, probably to the rear as well. Try our best to look after those fronts as much as we can do. This has been my best friend at the moment. Fix rub. Not Vix. What is it? What's it called? Yeah, Vix. Oh, just nearly threw it into a pint glass there. That's no good. Right, we'll have to see as well here whether or not... well, first of all, how bad turn 1 is going to end up being. But then also what fuel is actually going to look like for us here in terms of whether or not we should fuel save or whether we should just gun it and take an extra second or so in the pits to refuel. Well, it did a... Does that say no stop? No stop in practice. Oh, we actually got a grid lineup as well. Oh, now ain't this a treat? We actually got a grid start here. How badly will this go wrong? I'm on the outside, not the best place to be. Into turn one. All kind of goes well, to be fair. Right, everyone's pretty sensible. Right, fuel we might actually have to, not necessarily have to save, but we do have 20 laps worth there, so it's probably going to be worth just being sensible where we can. Short shift the odd little bit. To be fair, most of the short shifting that we're doing is just mostly to look after the tyres. We will naturally save the fuel, I think. Yeah, brakes rear 5. We're already on it. Our fuel's more than enough, actually. Do not have to worry about fuel at all, I don't think. Right, if we're mega sensible, realistically we should be looking at a podium for this first race. Just going to work out a good switch back from this guy here. Oh. Yeah, Layla's all good. Thankfully not as ill. I think she might be coming down with it though. Not as ill as me at the moment at least, which is good. Hazard, how we doing? Hope we're all good. Hope we're all well. Welcome back, buddy. Right, the slipstream's not very strong here. So I thought it might have been one of those races where we gain a load in the slipstream, but clearly not. P1 and 2 having a fight of their own, I think. Being rapid quick. I am usually late. I was just thinking that. I don't have to worry about turning up on time to one of my streams. This feels like a bit of a slipstream, but I think we've just actually had a bit of a better exit. It'd be rude not to have a look at this. Right, we're definitely going to be pitting. Or changing tyres when we pit, I should say. Is that John in chat there? I'm sure I've just seen someone saying hi, John. Certainly is. How we doing? John, hope we're all good. Oh, man. $3 roast duck. That must take some effort, mate. Probably more effort to cook it than eat it, to be fair. Right, me and him are just going to end up keep switching places on this straight, yeah. Try not to lose time as we do it, though. I just hold it around the outside here. Right, 3.9. We don't want to lose too much time to these guys up ahead here, though. This is going to be the problem. Need to stay on them. Please don't be track limits. Oh, one's binned it. Oh, how's that happened? That'll be us struggling to catch up to P1 now. That was our only chance of keeping it pinned on P1, was that P2 was having such a good battle with him. Did he there? Right, we're losing a few tenths to P1 in places, and then we're gaining back a few tenths in some random places. All in all, he's definitely breaking away though, as you'd expect. This guy was absolutely rapid, and there was a reason that he was starting P1. Pole position. I was going to say, if we can keep the gap down under 4 seconds, but that's already at 4 seconds now. My only hope is maybe he doesn't change his tyres in the pit stop, and we maybe try and claw back that time. I think we'd be a little bit quicker with some if we did change tyres. Just going to give him a bump there, but that's right into the braking zone, which would be just a little bit unfair. Fantastic race in there. Oh, he's gone too deep. It's going to be a repeat of the previous lap here. Right, heading into the pits now for our mandatory stop. I have a feeling a few people might follow here. Going to change tyres. We do not need to refuel. Someone follows me in. Are we back on the chocolate talk? Because we got twirls here. Proper chocolate. Adam, how we doing? Hope we're all good. Good to see you again, mate. Right, a few other people into the pits. It's difficult to tell whether or not they are changing tyres, because they're going back out onto the hard, so there's nothing to say that they've changed onto a different compound like there normally is. So you don't know if they've changed at all. I mean, looking at it from my side, it just makes sense to change tyres. But looking how long P1 is going here, I don't think he's going to change tyres. And I feel like I've gained a couple of seconds to him, which was worth the tyre change already. Gap down to 27 now. 27.8. Now he gained, by the time we went into the pits, he had about a 6 or 7 second gap. Do we actually think we could close that with a fresher set of softs over whatever it'll be, 9 laps? Down to the 27s now. That's about 4 seconds we've gained on him there, you know. Genuinely. Maybe my maths is a bit off. I'm sure that it was 31 seconds the gap when we came out. I just made a couple of mistakes. Like not pitting and changing tyres. And 26 seconds, 26.8. $26.5. $26.4. Whoa, 26.3. That was 26.2, I'm sure I saw. Certainly is. Have we got rid? Oh, yes. Yes, this race isn't all that I thought it would be. We have got rain. Now I realise why those people didn't pit. Now I realise why P1 has not pitted. Got a bit of rain rolling in. We might be alright without though. Or it might not land. Hard to see here. Whether it will hit the track. Looks like we might be able to get away with it. 25 seconds the gap now to P1. Oh, we'll have that. Right, he comes into the pits now. Let's actually see here. I genuinely don't know. See how close we come out to P1 here. VW R6. We might genuinely come out in front of him. I think he's coming out of the pits now. Are we going to overtake him here? There he is there, coming out of the pits. There's the gap. So we did close a fair bit then. We closed a couple of seconds on him. I would say that was worth the tyre change. Definitely. Gap now 2 seconds. Oh! I thought that was going to end in a bit of a collision. I would love to see the Greek go for another move on him there. That would have just helped us out hugely. Going to have the run on him here, but he's going to have the slipstream. Right, hey, we're within a second of the guy who is now P1. Well, he's now P2, but he was P1. Knew that that guy was going to outbrake himself and run a bit too deep there. Oh, he's got a half-second penalty. Braked way too early there, in panic. Settle down, come on. Half-second penalty is going to absolutely kill him here. He's going to start breaking away because I think he's got a fresh set of tyres. Go! Right, we see here the true extent of what a half-second penalty does to you at Fuji. Closing just a little bit here. Right, just in the slipstream. There's just one more slot after this one. Unfortunately, I was at the doctor's and I missed the first slot. But yeah, this is the second of 3, so we're going to do this one. 2 more laps left here. We could. I didn't think that we'd be looking for the race win, but he's right in front of us here. I mean, the challenge is with us because we've closed the gap to him by pitting earlier on the tyres. Someone's gone intermediate. I think they've been fooled by the radar there. Do we need to pit on this last lap? Oh ho ho! Do we need to pit on this last lap? Yes we do. Yes we do. That is what it's all about. Both of us have gone. Both of us have gone. Both of us have messed it up. Oh no! Yes, mate. This is what we've been waiting for with Gran Turismo. This is what we've been waiting for. Oh, we need to get into the pit. Someone's already gone early. They might catch up to us at this rate. This is what it's all about. Oh, that's really not nice, though. I've got no steering control whatsoever here. That is just incredible. Incredible scenes. This guy's on the inters, look. This is the guy on the inters. He's going to go win the race. Excuse me, that is incredible. I don't believe it. I'm going into the pits and it's about to dry. I'm going into the pits and it's dried. And I've still put the hard tyres on. I should have put the inters. Oh! No way. No way. That is absolutely incredible. That is absolutely incredible. We both went off there, and I braked earlier as well, thinking this might catch us out. This still went flying off the track. Either way, I would have went into the pits there. I don't think I would have thought about staying out. Our best bet is now P4 here. Oh, this bit's got to be still wet because the guy who was P1 has made a mistake. So I assume that must have still been wet. Oh, we get a bit of contact there. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Managed to mute myself before I coughed that time. Or the second time. So the guy who was P1 didn't end up finishing, but yet it was dry, and yet the guy on the inters must have had the better run down the straight and just overtook him and left him. Wow. Right, what I need to say here is that I hope this changes every round. We had the daily race where they did that, and I've not yet seen it in the Nations Cup or manufacturers. We need to see a combo like that that changes every single round. Does anyone know if that one previous, if the round previous, which I didn't enter, was that the same in terms of weather and rain? That's the problem there though, John. You say now you know to pit 2 laps before. I really wish that that's not the case and that it's not the same for every round, because if now everybody knows that you pit on lap whatever it is 15 out of 17, then what's the point of having the dynamic weather? Like, that's the thing for me. So yeah, race 3 will be exactly the same as race 2. Well, we'll jump back in for another one and we'll find out. But for me, if we're looking at dynamic weather and the dry lines appearing and all the rest of it and everything else that Gran Turismo hyped on about before the game got released, then we need to see genuine dynamic weather. It needs to be dynamic between the different lobbies. It needs to be a totally dry race one race, a little bit of rain in the next and torrential the next, or whatever, but we cannot have the same, or we get a bit of rain on lap 6 so we know to pit. And then the second time round we get a bit of rain, but actually it's not going to be wet enough for inters, so you stay on the slicks and then just race till the end of the race. That is what we need to get rid of while Gran Turismo is hyping up the dynamic weather. That's the only bit that's letting it down, is when we actually come to the big FIA races, we know what to expect, except for the first entry. And even then you can go watch someone in the Asian Pacific time zone and be 6 hours, 7, 8 hours ahead and watch one of their entries, and then you know when you come to do the first one in the UK European time, oh, we need to pit lap 15, da 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 da. So that for me is what we need to change. But hopefully moving forward, or the next one is not the same. Fingers crossed. Right, we're going to jump into a few daily race Bs. And I am going to stick with the McLaren around here. Yeah, that's the problem. We've had it where a daily race was genuinely dynamic weather, and everybody loved it. And then they've never done it again. Like, I don't understand why. How hilarious would it be if I beat my best time on this one fly-in lap that we've got? Oh no. Okay. We were an entire second off, but never mind. Yeah, Le Mans Group 4, that's the one I'm thinking of. Truly dynamic. About 6 months ago, absolutely. And then we don't see a race like that again. So, a shame. Yeah, 9 p.m. John, next one. So we'll do a few daily race Bs, we'll get 3 or 4 in. And then we'll get ourselves back over to Fuji. Fantastic. And another? Why not? Quite literally, after all that, end up back where we were, which is a bit bizarre, but never mind. Right. Well, that did not go as planned. Don't smash the sausage. We'll catch up to them. Did the same thing. Yay, we don't finish last. Yet. Those two guys are killing each other behind us. We might actually catch back up to P12 at this rate. It's not going too bad. Even though we were P8, it's obviously a pretty shocking recovery race. But for what it's worth and all that, not too bad. Poof. Goodbye. Like, this is the thing, we've actually had, apart from P1 and maybe it's the top 3, we've actually had some decent pace around here. It's not been too bad. We've been catching up to people. Right, last lap. See if we can get Big J P12 here. Ah! Don't hit that. Big send. No, I'm joking. Obviously, I'm joking. If I was within 1 second, I probably would have gone for it. Right, should we just jump straight back into Daily Race B and go again? Let's have a look at some other cars. Oh yeah, we said the Vantage was good. We liked the Vantage, didn't we? Let's do the Vantage. I don't know if I have the Vantage in my garage. No, let's quickly rent it. Vantage, where are you? Bosh. Right, yeah, this is what we set the our actual fastest lap in as well, I think. We just absolutely need to see more daily race C's or just Group 3 races with the Vantage in it. Just as simple as that. This car is too good not to be getting raced in the dailies, I say. Hunt, how we doing? Hope we're all good, buddy. Seen you in the last race there. I soon then disappeared from your mirror, I'm sure. Oh! You can get away with mostly just a downshift there in the McLaren. But you do need a bit more braking in the Vantage. Got bonged out the way. Yeah, well, the we got hit in the turn 1, and then we actually managed to hold on to all those places. We didn't actually lose too much from that, to be honest with you. And then I hit the curb on the curb coming up in the next couple of corners. Yeah, not this one. This one here. Clocked it, and away I went. I do find that the Vantage is better on the brakes, though. Ah! All the time that we were just gaining, and we threw it all away. Right, start again, fresh lap, straighten up, go. Ah. I think if you get it right, you can cut over the top of that curb, can't you? But if you get it right, is the difficult part. Come on, we can gain a couple of tenths here. That's actually all we need. Once this is done, there we go. Right, 3 tenths, literally exactly to match our current best. Start again, let's go. You felt their presence as well. Oh, did it? You got a podium in that race though, didn't you? Are you talking about previous races, or did they almost get you? Best not to ride the sausage. Most definitely. Words to live by. Are we gaining there? Oh, I wish this was a longer straight, because we would have gained so much time there. Oh! Oh! Oh, we've lost it all. It's all gone wrong. Oh! I wish I wasn't as ill. Mind you, I watched back some of the stream the other night when I was, like, a lot worse than I am now. And apart from not being able to breathe properly with tonight, definitely a lot better than the stream the other day. That was absolutely awful, that. Right, let me just have a quick nosy of this. This doesn't look very promising, does it? Has fuck's sake. Has Gran Turismo crashed again, do we think? Oh, come on, man. This is annoying. There's literally like nothing that you can do within the game except quit the game. Ugh, honestly. You know, sometimes I just wish that I streamed FIFA instead. I feel like life would be a bit easier then, wouldn't it? Or if I was good at Call of Duty. Oh. I'd be laughing then. Yeah, reset. To be fair, we might do ACC tomorrow then if you wanted to, instead of Daily Race B. I'm happy. We'll maybe do a poll. ACC versus Daily Race B, Gran Turismo. Let me set a reminder on my phone and we'll do a poll. FIFA never crashes. Yeah, exactly. I remember I used to get raging with FIFA because every single game that you would start online, someone would quit or it would lose connection. It used to just absolutely infuriate me. Oh, right, start again. Should we do Daily Race A? This is an awful race. Oh, I thought that was Nürburgring, but it's just Nürburgring. Not Nürburgring. Ugh, looks like we're in this awful car then. Let's give it a go. Never happened on manager mode. Oh, Ultimate Team is what I used to play on all the time. And oh, you know, when I see like the odd clip of FIFA, it just takes me back to the good old days. I just think, oh, I would like just when I used to just be at college or at school, and literally the only worry that I had in the world was whether or not I would be able to get a certain player in a new pack, or like how many games I would be able to get in before I needed to go to bed. Like that for me, I realise now, was the absolute pinnacle of life. And instead, now we're contending with Gran Turismo crashing all the bastard time. I want this engine broken by the time we have completed 5 minutes of quali. I tell you what, this on a set of sports tyres would actually be alright. I would like to think. Some decent brakes. We could handle the fact that it's got too much power for the downforce. I cannot drive this thing. Yeah, when you take the lead, yep. That used to, oh, honestly, if you went 1-0 up on a game, you used to think, all right, great, now I'll, you know, like, hope that I don't get a second one dead quick, because immediately, you'd be so lucky if someone, like, it wasn't never very often that I would beat somebody like 3-4-5-0 or whatever on Ultimate Team. But the odd time that I did, oh, honestly, it used to absolutely infuriate me, that. Watching them, for them quitting. I don't know if it's still bad like that or not, but... I hope they sorted it. Right, let's just actually just sit and chat. This car is awful. It's got 8 gears! It actually really has 8 gears. Who is using 8 gears in this thing? It barely stops when you're in like 5th or 6th heading up to a corner. I can only imagine what speeds you're doing in 8th gear. Ugh. I never realised it did that. Slides the car when you're in the middle. Most have quit are French or Spanish. I never used to have it that often where they would rage quit because I was beating them. And I'll be honest with you, many times it was me rage quitting because I was like 7-0 down and we were like 20 minutes into the game. And I used to just think, fuck this, what's even the point? I'm seriously horrifically competitive. And yeah, if I was getting, when I was used to, the games where you would get hammered on FIFA, honestly, I think I became a different person. Or if someone actually seen me going on, like in my bedroom at home, where if I was getting beat, honestly, controllers off the walls. Oh, I used to do this. I literally used to sit and try and snap the controller over my knee. Just honestly. And then they'd score an 8th goal and a 9th goal, and I'd just be sat there just so angry. So fuming. And then I'd be like, well, I never pressed that button, so why did I try to pass to that player? The whole fucking thing's rigged. I'm off. And then I'd just rage quit. I don't get hammered on FIFA. I do the hammering. Fair play to you, mate. I wish I could say it was the same way around for me. And the annoying thing is, you know, it's like a little 9-year-old on the other side who's like absolutely rinsing your 12 out before half time. I just used to think, oh yeah. And honestly, Call of Duty. If anyone ever played Call of Duty, Modern Warfare and Modern Warfare 2, and then what was the other one? Black Ops. Was it Black Ops that had which Call of Duty was it that had Rust? One of the maps was called Rust. That was beyond raging. I used to get playing that. The fact that I couldn't afford to buy a new TV was the only thing stopping me picking it up and literally launching it out the window. Or even a PlayStation or a controller for that matter. It was the only thing that made me like, I'd go, oh, and then I'd sit there and I'd go, but I can't afford another one. Right, traction control 5. Oh, I'm cheating. Ah, we got a penalty. Oh well, that didn't work. Not that I was intentionally cheating there, but by that point I thought, oh, I've already done wrong here. How did we get... We were in front of that guy. How did we still get hit by him? It's alright. We were starting from the back anyway. This will be an absolute mess. 200 meter board. Oh, God. Just saw that guy come flying in. There you go. He had no... He nearly just made up 6 positions there. We watched him come flying in from a mile away, and then he just stopped dead and just carried on. He almost made up like 6 positions. Overtake of the day, that. Fantastic. And we get hit. I'm sure we were P6 there less than a corner ago. Jesus. That pretty much sums up Daily Race A for you, doesn't it? That is Daily Race A in 60 seconds right there. All the angry teenagers on this race. Well, they're about to have an angry 26-year-old because this is very annoying. Right, P7 in front of us now. I know, this race affects your driving rank. Well, we could only wish that it didn't. Actually, no, isn't it just your SR that it affects, not your DR? Alright, we might be alright, yeah. We got P6 and 7 having a bit of a scrap. P7 nudges the fellow Brit. Unfortunately, we're going to have to sneak past him there. Bit of a dicey move from the Frenchman there. This guy's going to brake way too late, surely. Yeah. Thanking you. This race feels like it drags on forever. And it's only 5 laps. 4 laps in, I feel like I've done 10. Right, last one. Oh, penalty. We were just closing to P5. Yeah, if we quit now, we get race B. Let's do that. Does that say Harley Keen, or I can't say that if that says Harnley or Harley. I can't say if that's 2 R's or 1 N. But hope we're all well, buddy. Thank you very much for tuning in. Let me see if I can see it on here. It is Harley. It's 2 R's. Thank you very much, buddy. Hope we're all well. You join me day 16 of our 31-day streaming challenge. It should be day 17, but we missed one yesterday due to illness. Still not quite recovered, but we're getting there. Hazard, your internet seems to have your life. I just seen John's message saying tap tap smash smash, more like. Pretty much when it comes to daily race pretty much. Right, we'll do I'll be very annoyed if not, and then we get ourselves onto the final race of the Group 4s at Fuji for the Nations Cup. Looks like it's loading. Huntley in this one. Tigra Woods. Megan Margle. I do recommend people give the Vantage a go around here. For me, it genuinely does feel the best car. Getting sorted tomorrow. Ah, good stuff. What is it? You're just upgrading? Is there any actual issue that needs fixed? Or are you managing to get upgraded? Am I actually? So have I been pronouncing that wrong? I thought it was Tigra, but it says Tigra. Tigra. Must be Tigra. Rightio. Daily Race B. This will be the first, well not the first, but there'll be many more of these daily races, daily race Bs I should say, throughout the week, but let's hope for a good one for this one. It's going to be the last one of the stream tonight. We've got a big gap behind us there from the people that have been unfortunate enough to start just before the turn, the final corner. Oh, someone runs wide, we'll have that. Sneak in there. Lovely stuff. Whoa! Runs round us there. I hit the gravel on the right hand side before the actual braking zone there, before the turn. Really? Really? Bad Mad Max is going to think that that was me there, I think. Oh, you having a laugh? This guy's just pushed me wide. Daily race speed's not supposed to be like this. Quite a bit of rear damage there as well. We cross the line, we get rid of that. Frustrating though. He's absolutely going to try and wipe him out here, isn't he? And he doesn't care. Great move from that guy there, almost round the outside. Took advantage of the fact we were held up by these two scrapping. He almost goes in the back of us though. Oh, he's just pushed him wide. Oh, no. Questionable, that one, on whether he needed to give us the space there. Some would say he did. Some would say he did not. Balls. Oh! How do I spin again like that? After all that. Hey dear. Oh, that's a bit better. Get the fan on in here. Right, it's going to be back to Nations Cup. I'll be back in 2 minutes and then we'll make a start with this one. We got a bit more practice for qualifying and I think we know what we want to do with the race if that rain situation scenario stays the same. Back in 2 minutes. Ugh, can you tell when I'm back in the room? You hear me before you see me. Right. Gonna be looking forward to this one. Hopefully a good race. Why do I now feel freezing cold? Don't think it'll be any different at the last race. I mean, hopefully it is, but I agree, it doesn't look likely, does it? Right. I'm sure that sounds absolutely awful on stream. I'm so sorry. Also, I just need to point out as well that when I've done a quick lap around the track, obviously to get the thumbnail for the stream, and I did that on pad because the wheel wasn't on, so I quickly did that on pad. And what I realised is the understeer feels so much less on the pad. Whereas I was like, as I was driving it, I was like, from memory, I was like, I remember this being such a understeery car. And yet, so surprisingly, on pad, it didn't seem to understeer anywhere near as much. Now, I don't know if that's because you're not getting as much feedback, or not, or because with the wheel you can actually see exactly how much steering input you're putting in, and whether or not the car is matching that. But genuinely, really, it felt like it wasn't understeering as much as what it does on wheel when I was on pad. Genuinely. Right, yes, go on, let's get the guesses in. We're going to get at least 7 laps around here. Johnson 46, treble 6, 46, 886 from Bama. Right, let's give it a go. I want to try and get down, at the very least, to the 46s, most definitely. I feel like we were quicker than that once we got to quali in the race, and most definitely in the race. 47,472. Try and improve by at least 0.4 to begin with. Hazard's going with a 46,666 as well, same as John. Right, will we improve enough yet? Just over 0.4? Not quite, maybe, maybe not. No, we need 0.4 or more, don't we? Yeah. Right, come on. This lap, get down to the 46s. Right, we'll improve by 0.2 here then. That'll put us down to the 46s. Right, just under another 0.2, and then we'll have that treble 6. See if we can get it. Oh, no, 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 he just kept it in. Yeah, we're entered in the race, don't worry. You did have me panicking there though, mate. Already entered, which is all good. Right, we'll get one more lap here. What will our final lap be? No worries, John. Catch you in a little bit, mate. Hopefully see you tomorrow. We'll see whether or not people want to do ACC or Gran Turismo. Get your votes in here if you like. I might put a poll up on the community post poll. See what people would prefer. Not managed to improve that either. We'll have a quick practice of heading into the pits. That was a bit better than the last one, minus the wall hit there. Bosh. Yeah, Hazard, we've entered. We're all good. Tell you what, actually, let's practice get some practice starts, shall we? Because if we launch it in first, we have got nothing but wheel spin on our hands there. Oh, hey. Oops, didn't mean to hit the mic. I wonder if starting from second is a better shout. Do we think that's a bit quicker in second? Maybe it's 3/4 revs. Doing it manually seems quicker. Cheers, Hazard, thank you. Oh, we're down to B rated now. Lars is in this one though. He was, I think, I don't want to say for sure, one of the dirty drivers in the last lobby. Unless I've got people mixed up. Right, let's go then. Ooh. Was not watching where I was going there. Chat limit, absolutely. Actually, let's start that again because we'll only have to serve that penalty. We only have to serve that penalty on the pit straight. We will have to get a shift on now though. Yeah, Hazard as well. Yeah, down to B rank. I know. Brutal. I think we did rage quit twice in a row though, didn't we? So got what I deserved for that one, I think. Right, we'll still have enough time to be able to get 2 laps in, which is good. Feeling unwell? Oh, mate, I hope you don't have the same thing I have. Seems like lots of people have got it. Where are you actually from, Hazard? Are you from the UK or not? Right, see what this first lap is going to be like. Hopefully it's alright. I feel like it's going to be a high 14.7. Yeah. Right, need a few tenths improvement on this lap for sure. What you doing back there? You mean my quali time? Hopefully we can improve on this lap. Oh, I definitely need to. 10th up. Oh, managed to get the car turned quite nicely there. That was nice. No, I was a 10th and a bit up, and now I'm a 10th and a bit down. Oh no, I'm 3 tenths down on that sector altogether. How have I lost so much time there? I don't think this is going to be much of an improvement overall. It is an improvement. Puts us up to P4 actually. Really, really close between a couple of positions, so we do actually get up to P4. I hate this track. I'm quite a fan of it. I do quite like Fuji. It's difficult track though, definitely. Right, let's have a little look at this weather radar then, starting for the second race. So as we know, there was pretty much nothing at all to worry about. I didn't even think to look at the weather radar. And it wasn't until lap 10 or 12 or something like that, we saw the windscreen wipers going. And we thought, oh, we best actually keep an eye on this. So, there's... there's rain nearby, but it does look like it's going to be the same as the previous race, which will be a bit frustrating. And if that is the case, then we do know to pit for the Inters on lap 16. Or end of lap 15. Right, I will try and keep talking to a minimum. Right, remember our practice start here as well. Good luck. Cheers, Bama. Thank you. Are you racing as well, mate? Or are you just watching this one? James saying great track. I agree with James on that one. Mega track. Right. Tried to get the best start we could. Get the brake balance set. Brake nice and early. Don't get wiped out into turn 1. I think we're actually okay. Good stuff, good stuff. Right, let's go. Podium this time, says James. Absolutely. Whoa! Oh well, we're already on the podium, thanks to a bit of a collision. Yeah, everyone's in the Mazda, but it's a specified race, so everyone's not being sheeps this time. It is the race requirement. This is the combo. Right, behind P1 now. This guy might work with us still behind us yet, which would be good. Go and kill P1, get the win. I think we'll get past him properly. Let's do it the proper way. See there though, we gained nearly a 10th by not being up into third gear, but just making sure that we don't spin the wheels in second and get the right amount out of the gear. And there. Six tenths now. We might have track limits there. Yeah, it looks like the weather is going to be very much the same as the last combo, the last entry, which for me is a bit of a shame. I think that's the only letdown of this amazing combo. Dynamic weather's on a script, pretty much. Yeah, taking the mick with track limits a little bit. Started pulling a couple of tenths. He's not got too much to worry about in terms of slipstream. It's not that effective really, the slipstream. The only gain maybe is a tenth at the most. Right, gap back down under 7 tenths. Oh, that might be track limits. Jonathan saying stay out, don't pit. I'm gonna go into the pits this time. Same again as we did the last time. Unfortunately, I apologise, Jonathan. Gonna go for same again. I'm surprised he didn't get a penalty for the track limits on that last corner though. Right, couple of people into the pits behind me. P10 we come out. Right, we're keeping an eye on the weather radar for now. .5 the gap. He was right in front of us. So obviously, pretty much 22 seconds is the pit stop loss. So as long as we can get this gap under 22 seconds... If we can get it down to 21 something, we should hopefully come out in front of him. Definitely if we get it down to 20s we should do. The only thing is, I didn't have to worry about traffic on the last race. I was quite fortunate. These guys 3 point something seconds ahead. We did overtake a couple of people, but they weren't much to worry about in terms of traffic. Right, just need to keep up the pace though. Come on. He's been taking the mick every lap. Some was pretty questionable. I'm going to start catching up to people now. So far, not so good. Right, 22.4. Still not really making much time to him yet. I've outbraked. Oh, just about get that one together. How I didn't lose more time than what I did there, I've got no idea. $22.3. Oh, got a bit wide there. Did gain a bit of time though. Right, here we go. Now we're winning. We've got the time under 22 seconds. I had a short shift to fourth there, so that cost us a bit of time. $21.7. $21.3. I'm going to guess he's trying to stay out and not pit at all, which might have been what Jonathan was suggesting, to be honest. Now I think I get you, because the guy in front of us on the last race pitted lap 12, but he probably didn't need to, did he? But we've got him covered if he does go into the pits. Anybody in front of us that goes into the pits, we've got covered. Stay out till it rains, should have anyway, yeah. Set fastest lap before I pitted. Oh, there we go. Yeah, probably should have just stayed out in front of him. Stayed out behind him. We were only 6/10 off. It's not really been worthwhile. I mean, we've gained 3 or 4. We've gained 3 or 4 seconds to him. Like you say, if he did pit, we'd absolutely have him covered, which is what happened in the last race. P1 pitted, I presume because of the tyres were so done in. You never know, that might happen yet. Here we go, here's a bit of the rain. Nothing to worry about just yet though. You do see rain, your eyes are not mistaken. His tyres must be really starting to die off by now, surely, as well. Here comes the rain. Nothing to worry about just yet. Apologies. Slight coughing fit down the pit straight. Yeah, under 20 the gap now. .7. He's still got to make a mandatory pit stop, which I presume he will do to switch on to intermediates. He's probably got this race absolutely clocked from the last one. He knows that he can just stay out, do his mandatory pit stop, lap 16, onto the inters, and away he goes. He's not daft. Not going to be daft. Gap 18 seconds. His tyres must be done in by now, surely. Yeah. Pitting end of lap 15. Doesn't look as heavy though this time round, I've got to say that. That does look a little bit different to the heaviness of the rain. Does Gran Turismo have us all tricked here? Because that doesn't look like any wetter patches are going to be hitting us here. One more lap we go. We've got everybody covered in the pits here. In front of us. Everybody's covered. Need to get around this guy, costing us time. Right, if we're going to pit, it'll be end of the next lap. Doesn't look like any heavier rain's actually going to hit us. Stay out, don't pit. Yeah, I'm not going to pit. This might actually be different. I don't know. If it is, then Gran Turismo's done exactly what we want. If it turns out to be exactly the same, I'll be disappointed. Hugely. Right, both those guys need to pit in front of us either way. Couple of tenths gain to them there, a few tenths gain to them. .3. Is it going to hit? Shall we stay out? Comment, comment, comment. James is saying keep going. Get your thoughts in chat now. Before we cross the line. Is this going to hit us there? Have a look at the radar. It actually could do for a very brief spell. It looks like it is the same as the last one. We're going to have to pit now if we're going into the pits. Both those guys pit. What are we going to do? It's going to be the same, isn't it? Oh, I should have stayed out. I feel like I should have stayed out. I feel like I should have stayed out. P1's gone on to the inters. Is P2 going to go on the inters, or is he going on? Is he not changing? P1's onto the inters, but now there's a big gap between all these guys. We are going to get the rain, I think. There's a chance it just misses us, yeah. No, here it is. There you go, it is. It turns out to be exactly the same as the last race, which is a bit of a disappointment. We should have played it smarter the second time round, had we now known what we know now. And there's someone making the very fateful mistake that we did. How's your rejoin? Not that great on the slick tyres there. One final lap. There we go. It's going to be podium. Would have been great if a bit more of that rain hit us a bit earlier. But I'm a fan of the last lap rain, especially the first time that it happened and we were totally unknowing. But it is a shame that it's ended up being exactly the same race on all 3 entries. We're supposed to have ourselves dynamic weather in Gran Turismo, and we've seen it with a daily race. They've managed to do it. The weather changed every single time. The extremes of no rain at all to rain all the way throughout to making you change tyres because of, you know, intermittent rain throughout the race. And then on this one, and on the Nations Cup and manufacturers, it seems to just be the same every time. Every round, every entry. Of, you know, every entry of whichever round that you're on. And that's, I think, a bit of a shame, because this is supposed to be a bit more of a challenge. Make you think about your race and your strategy as the race goes. Not be able to just sit and watch somebody in a different time zone 6 hours ahead. Work out what you need to do and be ahead of the game. That is a bit of a shame, that. Still, looks like we're going to get the podium, so we cannot complain too much. And just as we head towards the last lap, we got ourselves a little bit more rain, as we did in the last one. Not enough to worry about, though. Unfortunately, I think that this was an amazing combo and an amazing race. I'm not a huge fan of the Mazdas, but us all being in the same car did make for a decent race. We've all got the same struggles with the same car, but I just think that it missed out on something there. When we were on that last lap and the rain came down for the first time and we were like, whoa, we were not expecting this. What do we do? Do we pit? Do we not? That is what you want every time that you come on here. And now the second time we knew exactly what we should have done. Admittedly, we still got it wrong, but then the entire race, you know that somebody else is going to win because they have done, when you sit and work it out from the previous, they've done it right, basically. And you know there's nothing going to get in the way. You know that there's all, as one of my favourite Slipknot albums, actually it's one of their worst, but All Hope Is Gone, one of my favourite bands before they became a bit rubbish. But yeah, all hope's just gone in that race, and you're just racing to complete the laps, basically. Yeah, Gran Turismo or ACC, what would people rather? Yeah, what would people rather? We'll put a poll up on the on the community page. So head over to that, and we'll see what people think. ACC or Gran Turismo. I'm happy streaming either. Tomorrow night, tomorrow evening, we'll do from 7 PM, 8 PM, something like that, and we'll get ourselves a little bit done on career mode. So I look forward to that. Let me know what you think of doing. Head over to the community page, or keep your eyes out on the community page. I will post that up probably tomorrow to see what we fancy streaming in the evening. If you haven't done so already, please do hit the subscribe button. It goes a long way to supporting such a small channel like this. We're still trying to get out there. We're still growing. And if you haven't done, please do hit the like button on this very stream as well. That also helps massively for the next stream and the next stream and the next stream. So hopefully I shall see you all tomorrow. Enjoy what is left of your evening. I'm going to go cough my guts up now. I try to hold as many coughs in as possible throughout the stream. I didn't do an amazing job, but there was many times where I was desperate to cough there, and I managed to not. So I promise you it could have been a lot worse. But yeah, see you all tomorrow. James counts for 10 votes. Fair enough. So there's 10 to Hazard said ACC as well. Yeah, ACC. There we go. We got 11 votes for ACC so far. John will vote for Gran Turismo, I know, but we'll see what everyone thinks. Rightio, catch you all in a little bit. Enjoy the rest of the evening, and I shall see you all tomorrow. Toodles!